Being in good shape starts in the middle. I'm the Body Smith. Let's work on some core training activities. The core is the midsection of the body, including the lower back, pelvis, hips, and stomach. Muscles included are abdominal, back, pelvic floor, and diaphragm. The core functions to support and protect the spine and internal organs, as well as facilitate movement. This session will include exercises to strengthen the core. And joining me today are my gym buddies, Emily, Peter, and Chia. Come on in, let's get this core workout going. All right, let's get the legs apart. You're going to pull the abdominals in, keep that core stable. Let's breathe in and exhale out. Breathe in again, exhale out. Let's reach up to the ceiling. We're gonna climb the rope. Yeah, I feel that core stretching out right now. The oblique muscles right here. Perfect. Now reach across and extend. Turn those shoulders. You're keeping the pelvis, the hips, square to the front. Very good. Now push down both arms. How about let's bend the knees into a lunge? So yes, we will be focusing on core. However, we'll be doing some other things as well too. Reach up and over. It's just that getting that core strong is so important for strength, for balance, for stability. Yes. Now stand up, reach across, push back. For one thing, if you did not have muscles in the core, all of our organs would fall out on the floor. We certainly would not want that. Now reach across one side, pull back. Nice strong pull. Very good. Two more. Now the other side, reach across, pull back. Yeah, I brought people with me today. We all work out at the gym together in one way or another. Now bring it to the center, sit back, squat, and pull up. As you pull up, squeeze tightly. We're going to work on that pelvic floor. Yes. Let's go 8 more here. One of my favorite core working songs coming up right here. Stronger. 2 more. Last one. Now let's extend up to the side. Now the other side. Reach and pull. Getting everything warmed up, limbered up. Let's go 4 more each side. Two to go. All right, last one. We're going to bring the arms down to the side, bring it around to one side, to the other side. Oh yeah. Bend the knees, square those hips, turn the shoulders from side to side. Now we're going to stir. Stir, yes. Keep those abdominal muscles engaged. 2 more. Now the other side, reverse. What doesn't kill us can only make us stronger. 4 more. And reverse and alternate. Still keeping the hips square to the front, the knees bent. All right. Let's do 4 more on each side. Stirring up that cauldron. Good. It's time to make soup. 1 more each side. Hold it right here. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's go back and pick up some weights. Why don't we? Okay. We'll come back to our spots. So you're going to make sure that you have one weight that's on the floor far enough ahead of you that you won't step on it. I've done that before. Okay, bend the knees, and we're going to take it up about just below shoulder level where the shoulders attach. Keep the abdominals engaged, the toes slightly pointed out, and the knees bent. Now we're going to turn to one side. Full extension and back to the center. Nice and slow and controlled. All right. Now I keep saying, keep those abdominals engaged, pulled in, tightened, because that is part of the success of any core workout. Let's do 4 more on each side. Very good. 2 more. Turning those shoulders. I feel it. And 1 more each side. All right, here comes some good stuff right here. Now we're going to take the weight down a little farther. Let's go hip to hip. 2 hip. Hip, hip, hooray. And this is going to lead into one of my favorite core exercises. So we're going to start going from the hip to about the shoulder level. Now on this one as well, you're going to keep the knees bent, the hips squared and stable, and you're turning the shoulders. It's almost an exaggerated move. Very good. We're going to be doing 2 sets of 8 for a total of 16. Behind me, let me know if I lose count. Keep going, 4 more. And following this one, we will be taking the weight into a big circle, an overhead circle. Here we go, over. Actually, rather than overhead, I will say an in front of the forehead circle. There we go. You always want to keep it out front, which is a lot safer for the lower back. It still works the lower back as well as the obliques. Now, let's reverse direction. Perfect. So we've got 4 more circles, and then we're going to work the other side, concentrating on the obliques. And 1 more. All right, now hip to shoulder. There you go. So 2 sets of 8 over here. Yeah. One of Rihanna's. I guess this would be considered kind of an oldie now. Let's do another set of 8. We're almost there. 4 to go. Two more. And the last one. All right, let's release. Let's keep that one weight right here. We're going to put it started out at about navel level, hip level. Make sure your legs are fairly wide apart here. And then we're going to sit back to a squat position. And come on up. As you come up, squeeze. We're going to work on that pelvis floor. Get a little extra for the gluteals while we're at it. Perfect. Come on, Tia, give us our big smile. There we go, Emily. Let's go 4 more. All right, we're almost there. For this next one, we're going to put the weight down and make sure it's out of your way where you will not step on it. So assume your position. We're going to do some standing knee lifts. So you're going to have one leg forward, one leg back. Hips are again square. Shoulders are square to the front of the room. And then we're going to lift that knee up, engaging the abdominals as you lift. Let's go. And back. And lift. And back. And back. Good. As you lift, feel that abdominal crunch. I feel it. Now, just for the fun of it, let's pick up that tempo. Here we go. And back, up and back. Good. Keep that core engaged. Let's give it 4 more. 2 to go. All right. Hold it. Let's set up for the other side. When you're ready, slow right here. Up and down. You feel some balance work going on as well? Yes. The core is a key element in maintaining and maybe even improving your balance. Oh, 1 more. Now, pick up the tempo. Go, back, lift, crunch, crunch. Four more. Oh, wait a minute. Not 4 more. 4 more here. We got to do our total 2 sets of 8. All right, hold it. Now stand with the legs apart. If you're using weights, be aware where those weights are. All right. So we're going to take the arms out to the side. I've heard this called a standing triangle. You're going to reach down to one side and to the other side. Core engaged. There we go. Oh, I'm reaching down for my heel. Very good. I think tomorrow morning I might be a little sore in the midsection. These are starting to work. A little soreness the next day is okay. You just don't want that delayed onset muscle soreness that you feel miserable pain days and days later. I've had that happen too. Let's just do a couple more sets. You never want to overdo it the first time. Kind of ease into things. And last one. And release. Take a big deep breath in, get liquid if you need it. If you need a drink, you can take a sip anytime. So let's pick up one weight again. So I've heard this called the standing wood chopper, but first of all, we're going to do the regular wood chopper, where you start out about nose level with your legs wide apart and then lower the weight. Go. So this is what I call a standard wood chopping exercise. Let's do 4 more here. And then we're going to start to do some variations of the wood chopper. So we're going to chop to the angle, up to the side. Oh, extend. Yes, that is what grabs on to the obliques and the rectus abdominis. I feel it. Now, another good variation, let's hold it for a minute. So the standing wood chopper is what I've heard it's called this. You're going to come to the side, bend, and then up. Let's try that. Bend both knees and up. Huh. That one involves all of the core muscles, the ones that I even forgot that I had. Oh, yes. It's even better if you can get a little lower. Really use the joints, the knees and the hips. Let's just do a couple more here. All right, stand up. Let's recalibrate and get ready for the other side. Same exercise, legs wide apart. And let's go lower and higher. Normally in the classes I teach, there's a short segment for the core towards the end of each class. But I can tell from this, I need to start teaching or doing more abdominal work. This one is really working for me. Welcome to the world. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Hold it. Let's put the weight down and out of the way. Now, I have heard this next exercise called wacky jacks. I don't know why. It's a little bit wacky, but you're going to stand with the legs apart. You're going to have your arms up like, help! Somebody's holding a gun and I'm surrendering. And then you're going to take that leg. We're going to start out on this leg and lift, lift, and twist. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Keeping it nice and slow, getting the form down. Very good. Oh! Good work, Chia. All right. Hold it right here. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale out. Breathe in. Exhale. We've earned that one. Now I got one more standing. Let me show you. This is going to come across and back. So you're twisting, taking your arms across to the opposite side of where your knee's going. Oh, twist, turn. Am I the only one here who is sweating? Hold it. Let's set up for the other side. When you're ready, go for it. Twist and turn, twist. All the time. I hate to keep harping on this, but you need to keep those abdominals engaged the entire time, every exercise here. Now coming up is a special treat. We're going to show you how to do some abdominal work using a chair. And release. Shall we go get those chairs? Okay, let's do it. I have given Chia an exemption. She has told me that she likes to do all of her abdominal work. Let's get a ball too while we're at it. She likes to do her work standing because she had a problem with sciatica that took a couple of years to deal with. So she's going to show us some good modifications. The first one we're doing here, you're going to sit kind of towards the edge of your chair. If you have a ball, tennis ball, anything, or you can do it without using a ball. So you're going to put it between the knees or between the ankles and then sit up really tall, lean back until you feel those lower abdominals start to engage. And then by using the abdominals and not the hip flexors, you're going to contract and pull up. And this is a 2-in-1 exercise for me. One of my least favorites because it's hard, but one of my most favorites because it works. You do it right. Remember, you're leaning back. Very good. Should we do about 200 more? Maybe not. This is kind of like doing a sit-up or a crunch, but really more effective if you do it right. If you start to feel your hip flexors getting really tight, then make sure, just push your legs out maybe a little farther and lift with the lower abdominals. One more. Okay, good work, Gia. I like that one. Now let's get these balls. We can turn them out of the way. Just throw them off to the side and pick up a weight. Everybody got a weight still? Okay. We're going to be sitting back, pelvic tilt, and then paddle your kayak. Turn the shoulders as you slice that oar through the water. Oh, is that all? Does that mean we have to stop? Yeah. Yeah, this is our stretching music. We'll finish this one up, and then we will get to our stretching. And release. Let's put the weights out of the way, and why don't we get rid of that chair for now? Housekeeping. I'm not so good at that at home. I'm a little better in the studio. So now we're going to do some stretches. First of all, we want to make sure we stretch some of the areas that we worked. So I'm going to have you lean back. Whoa! Just don't tip back. Reach your arms behind. Open the chest. Get a good stretch through the hip flexors, through the rectus abdominis, the transverse. Rectus abdominis, that's when you have that 8-pack. That's what you see. And I used to. Okay, let's push forward. The story is, that was in 1998. I had actually a 6-pack for about 10 days, and then I had dessert. It was gone. Now take it over to one side. Extend. Yeah, stretch out the obliques. And reach forward and around to the other side. Extend. This music makes me want to belly dance. All right. Release. Now press forward. Got to stretch out the muscles in the upper back as well. We use them while working our core. I just remember the days when they used to call the core things like the torso or the trunk, and then the core workouts came onto the infomercials. Breathe in, and somehow torso workout didn't sell as many videos. All right, let's stretch the legs. First of all, the groin, the pelvic floor, stretch wide apart, and then over to one side. Stretch the inner thighs here, reach up and extend. And let's go to the other side. Reach over and extend. There are also opportunities to stretch muscles in the core by getting down on the floor. We're not going to do that today. Breathe in, exhale out. But one of my favorites is the seal stretch. Have you seen that one? Reach forward, you're gonna pull a toe up, press the heel out, and then reach forward. The seal stretch is when you're down on the floor in a prone position, and then you push up using your arms and come up. It kind of looks like a seal when you do it. And it's a great stretch for the center abdominals, rectus abdominis and transverse. Let's stretch back to our runner's lunge, just because we've always got to include the runner's lunge. It's a great stretch. Hip flexors, down through the knee, through the calf and Achilles. Take the opposite arm across. Little stretch for the upper back while we're here. And then reach around, stretch, and reach behind you. Look around, corner. That stretch in the middle. Let's bring it back to the center and switch legs. Slight bend in the knee, reach up and over. Rather than reach for the toe, reach directly across. Like a 90-degree angle. All right, runner's lunge. Stretch back. Breathe in. Exhale, take that arm across, just guide it across. Back over the shoulder. And thank you for being with us today. We hope you'll join us again soon.